Hey, you guys, on today's show, we have a very serious topic to discuss. Our favorite Congresswoman was violently attacked, and we need to talk about it today on the Angela Box Show.
Hello, my name is Angela Box.
Show your fucking money.
Okay, you guys, Jussie Smollett, remember that guy? Ilhan Omar's like, hold my beer. You guys. Ilhan Omar, the incestuous walking sleeper cell, married to her white savior husband, Timmy Minette, who is a consultant and a financial guy. And before we get into her little Jussie Smollett hoax, and there's a reason everyone on X is calling her Ilhan Smollett. This is just beyond delicious. The reason why, of course, is she's getting ready to get, I think, popped for massive, massive fraud and massive, massive money laundering. In fact, take a listen to this clip that was on Fox Business the other day with Steve Forbes, like basically saying, there's no way legally, without a paper trail, that this woman who was worth basically negative $6,000 like 5 years ago is now worth $30 million. That's illegal. Roll the clip.
Okay, that was far-left Congresswoman Ilhan Omar claiming the Justice Department and Congress probing her sudden skyrocketing wealth to $30 million in just 1 year, that they have a problem with her living the American dream. You heard her say the goddamn United States of America. We've got new questions on where she and her husband got all that money. Joining us now, Forbes Media Chair, Editor-in-Chief Steve Forbes. Steve, new information coming in, and Forbes magazine, your magazine, has reported this too, that the state of Delaware and Washington, D.C. canceled the registrations for Omar's husband's investment firm, Rose Lake, for not paying its back taxes. We saw it owed more than $400,000 to Delaware and nearly $1,800 to D.C. She's claiming it's worth $25 million from less than $1,000 a year before. How can his investment firm not afford to pay taxes? It's supposedly worth an estimated $75 million to $150 million. This is really weird stuff.
Well, weird is not the word for it. There's another word for it called crooked. And that's why we have to have an investigation into this. As you know, the Biden administration started examining her finances and that of her husband. And so surprise, surprise, that investigation went nowhere. But it's amazing how people can go into Congress and then become these entrepreneurial investing geniuses, where they come in, she had under $1,000 of net worth, and her husband didn't have much, and suddenly now they're multimillionaires. Is there a money laundering operation here? And in terms of the firms themselves, they have a sketchy background. That winery in California that she and her husband own, where did that come from? Where's the wine there? Nobody can seem to find it. So there's a lot of smelly stuff here, and that's why in the American Dream, her version of the American Dream is the Al Capone version of the American Dream, Tony Soprano version of the American Dream, and that is steal it from the taxpayers. And so there's a lot of stuff here, and so when somebody cloaks themselves in the American Dream, and so you have numbers like this, from minus 1,000 to 30, 40 million, you know something is not right.
Yeah, and she's also like, blaming people, bullying, doing race baiting, race bullying. There's no evidence, public evidence, there's even a winery. She valued it at $5 million. His investment firm is real. It's supposedly real. Its D.C. headquarters appear to share office space at a WeWork, Steve. There's no track record of his firm managing money, doing M&A deals. No clients we see, investment deals, or any work it's done. They say they do work in 80 nations operating in. There's no SEC registrations for them as investment advisors. What is going on here? This increasingly looks sketchy, both the winery and his investment firm.
Yeah, the winery may not exist, and the firm may be just really a name only, as you say, a WeWork office. Big deal. So that's why the investigation needs to be done. And suddenly all that $30 million, I think you're going to find, I'll make a speculation and prediction, that $30 million came from sources that are illegal, period.
Thank you so much, Steve Forbes, helping us to break it down. We're going to stay on the story.
So yeah, Ilhan Omar and her white savior husband, Tim Minette, who, y'all, I had so much fun this week trolling Ilhan Omar. I decided that I was going to call her Minnesota office and, tell her how amazing I thought she was. But what was hilarious is that on her outgoing message is one of her useful idiot staffers going, any threats will not be tolerated. So I was like, well, I'm not going to threaten you. I'm just going to tell you what a piece of shit I think you are. And then I decided to tweet at her little white savior husband, Tim Minette. And he hasn't blocked me yet, which I'm like, I'm not doing something correctly, evidently. But they're totally screwed, you guys. And so Ilhan Omar, to distract, of course. I mean, Jussie Smollett did it to get people like at his show Empire to give him a bigger role because his role was getting shrunk in like the 4th season or whatever. And Ilhan Omar is pulling this crap because she knows that she's getting ready to get pinched. So she was having a town hall the other day. And there was someone from Minnesota who actually, I'm not going to put the clip here, but there's someone who said, listen, I'm in Minnesota. You get searched from head to toe when you go in there. They don't let you even bring in a bottle of water. Okay. So first of all, this whole scene, completely staged. Okay. She's at a town hall meeting. Of course, there's no Republicans there at all. And she's up there, you know, talking about how horrible ICE is and how terrible Kristi Noem is and what Nazis they all are. And then you can see in the video, and we're going to play a couple of perspectives of it. But in one part of the video, you can see a guy who's like, he's like the worst actor I've ever seen. Okay. He's like, got a water bottle, and supposedly, I mean, people are like, I guess it's vodka because he seems drunk, and he's like bleh, bleh, on the front row going like that. Like, it's the worst acting. Okay. And then you can see Ilhan Omar, you know, yapping, running her mouth, running her Somali warlord mouth. And there's a point in the video that she looks like she's signaling to the person. And then the drunk, who, again, you can't have bottles of water in there, but this guy's just, I guess he's special. Then all of a sudden, he pops up at just the right time and squirts her on the chest, not in the face, not in the eyes, not in the head, in the chest, with a foreign substance. And then let's roll that clip real quick.
Resign or face impeachment.
So yeah, you can totally see that she's signaling this guy, okay? So she, because she's a superhero, of course, she doesn't worry about her own safety. No, she immediately, what's this? Pops up and tries to go chase him. To save her constituents, you guys. Even though she was just sprayed with a mystery liquid by a drunk lunatic who probably is a total Trump supporter. Like, obvi, he's a Trump supporter. And so, of course, he's tackled by the security. It's very, very dramatic. But instead of stopping the town hall and telling people to call 911 and call poison control, and everybody who got hit by the substance needs to stop and not go anywhere. We're gonna get poison control out of here to figure out what's going on. No. She continues her stupid speech, and she's like, "Look at me, I'm so amazing, I'm so brave, I'm so stunning, and I'm so brave." And so everyone immediately was like, "This is complete bullshit." Okay, like you can see, and we're gonna roll this clip again. You can see again the acting is like Leering Center level acting, and y'all, the memes on this have been fantastic. Dropping some memes that have been put out by this, because what we come to find out is that the mystery substance, not poison, not bleach, not sulfuric acid. No, ladies and gentlemen, it was a marinade. It was apple cider vinegar. She's going to get even skinnier because she's going to be ingesting apple cider vinegar. Like, it's like, come on, man. Come on. And here's now I will stipulate this. I don't know if these pictures are AI or not, but there's been enough of them going around where Grok is not, let's add context to this, that I think it might actually be real. So you can see this guy with Ilhan Omar before. You can also see him in, purportedly, it's a very similar looking guy in a bunch of pictures with a bunch of filthy leftists. So the Trump administration's like, okay, we're going to take this super serial. It is super, super serial, Ilhan. We're going to make sure that the Minnesota the Minnesota police or whatever, that they're not going to be in charge of this. This was a very serious crime against a beloved member of Congress. So the FBI is going to be taking it over. And so
What do you call an alligator in a vest?
What?
An investigator.
they put this guy in federal custody. What's the over-under? What's the over-under on when he's going to get Epstein or start singing?
What's the matter? You scared? If you scared, go ahead, say you scared. You scared? Look, I'm going to tell you something to remove all doubt from your mind. So you ain't got to be scared no more. You ain't got to worry about what's going to happen to you, man. He going to get your booty.
Like, we need to have an over-under. Like, hopefully, and the feds are like, he's in protective custody, meaning we know what you're going to try and do with this guy, okay? We're not stupid. We're going to make sure he's in protected custody. So maybe the over-under is, when is this guy going to start singing? Because he's not a Trump supporter. The reason you know he's not a Trump supporter is because, number one, we don't do that shit. And number two, Ilhan Omar has tried to make this thing go away too sweet. Once everyone realized this is like Jussie Smollett 2.0, y'all, this, and then they scream, this is MAGA country. The minute people started to be like, this smells funny, she stopped talking about it. Stop talking about it. No calls for justice. No banging on the drum, talking about this horrible Trump supporter that tried to kill her. No, not a sound. So she's trying to deflect from her massive fraud that she and her white savior husband, Tim Mynett, are getting ready to get pinched for. And she's probably trying to deflect from her role in all the crap going on with ICE in Minnesota or her immigration problem. Take your pick, okay? Throw a dart, all right? Ilhan Omar, and this is a serious question, to her white savior husband, Tim Mynett. Tim Mynett, blink once if you need help, okay? Tim Mynett is either going to go down with the ship that is Ilhan Omar, or he's going to start flipping on her and getting a lawyer and being like, I need to start talking to Trump. I hate my life so very much, but I also don't want to go to federal prison for a decade, okay?
You might as well go ahead and take your little food, trade that in for some Vaseline and grease yourself up. Look. What?
I don't need all that.
Hey, look, no, what you need is Vaseline. Some kind of lubricant, some hair grease or something.
So here's a serious question. Once you and Ilhan Omar get pinched, whether you take a plea deal or not, whether you work with the feds or not, Timmy, are you going to go with her once her ass is deported back to the shithole country of Somalia? Are you going to go with her? Are her kids, her unfortunate looking children, are they going to go with her once she's deported? Got to keep that family together, right? White savior husband Timmy. So it's all very funny. No one's even talking about her little attack anymore, but I dare say that the Trump administration is going to find out if this thing was a hoax or if this guy was really a nut job who just magically got in with like a bottle full of vodka, just drunk, and just happened to get up and score. No, heifer, no. And we know that it's fake because you shut up about it. TikTok, bitch, your time is coming. All right, that's her to leave today's video. Please let me know what you think down below. Like, subscribe, comment, do all the things. And I will see you in the next one. Remember to keep kicking ass and taking names and to always let thy will be done.